What's going on, guys? Today I have a confession to make. I haven't driven my Civic Type R in about 4 months now. I know that sounds crazy, but lots of things have been happening and I just haven't had the time. But in today's video, I want to share with you guys kind of what it feels like to drive the Civic Type R after not being in it for quite a while, effectively getting reacquainted with the FL5 Civic Type R. I gotta admit, I do miss driving this little red, awesome car. And so I'm looking forward to it. And first impressions, first thing I do want to share is just looking at it makes you feel a little special that you're doing something, ordinary. I'm going to go out and doing errands effectively. But the fact that I'm doing it in my Type R just makes the day a little bit better already. So in this video, it's going to be a little bit of a vlog form where I'm going to share with you what I think, right? What I think, and if anything's annoying me, I'll let you guys know. And really, just go along for the ride. Let's have some fun, guys. So as we set off here, it's easy to forget how nice the interior of this thing really is. Yeah, sure, it's just a Civic, right? But the fact that it's got red seats, the fact that it's red on the outside, and just how nice it is everywhere you touch. The shift knob is really nice aluminum, leather wrapped steering wheel. Everything you touch and feel is amazing. It feels incredible just to sit in it. It's one of those things that you kind of forget about when you have the car and you drive it every day. But when you get out of your old 2011 X5 that you use as a beater and you get into this thing, man, it feels really nice. And again, we have a 2011 335D. That's a great car. It's supposed to be a luxury car. And I'm going to argue that this interior is way more luxurious and comfortable than that interior is. That's just, and again, initial impressions on this. I love the way this car feels, just to be in it. And it makes the day a little bit more special again. You're gonna hear me say that a lot, I think, in today's video. So as I drive around here in very local roads, I'm in third gear, just driving around my local roads here, having a manual transmission just makes the mundane tasks, like literally running errands around town, just that much better. You feel that much better when you're just running around, hanging out, when you have a manual transmission. Automatic climate control, incredible. Again, it just feels great being able to hop in this car and do what I gotta do. Makes this car so special is just how much it stands out from the crowd. It's bright red. Just walk up to it and get in it. Quite lovely. And the way it greets you every time.
Laser. GPS connected.
It's nice. Unfortunately, it's not all perfect. And that's kind of the reason why I haven't driven this thing in basically 4 months now. And it's mainly to do with the fact that, as you've seen in one of my previous videos, the paint quality or the paint durability of the Type R, of the Civics in general, is not very good. It had 2,000 miles and 1 track day. And after 2,000 miles and 1 track day, it had 4 pretty bad paint chips and 1 extremely bad paint chip in the front. And that just didn't make me want to drive the car. I live in a very rural environment. The roads here are littered with debris from farm and storms and things like that. And so every time I need to go do something, I don't want to worry about the car's paint, and so I don't drive it. And yes, I do have plans to put PPF on the car. So first I'm going to do a little bit of a paint correction. I'm going to do a little bit of replacing the paint that's chipped. I'm going to do a PPF film in the front, or maybe all the car, I don't know yet. And then I will ceramic and coat it and all that good stuff. But number one, I don't have the time to really get that done at the moment. Number two, I feel kind of cheated. I don't know about you guys, but these days everybody has a PPF in their damn car. And, you know, it seems to me that shouldn't car manufacturers do a better job of their paint? And I know the EPA and other regulations make it so that paint quality has really tanked. But even the paint in my 335D, yes, it's all chipped and nasty, but it's gone through some stuff. And it's a lot more durable than the paint on, let's say, the Civic. And before you guys say, yeah, it's a Civic versus a BMW, this is a $50,000 Civic, $45,000 Civic. It's not cheap anymore. And so I feel like they really should do a little bit of a better job at taking care of the paint on these cars. So just as an example, these are the kind of roads I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Very rural, lots of trees, lots of branches, lots of leaves. And we've been impacted by 2 hurricanes lately, and really 4 hurricanes in the last 2 years. And every time a hurricane passes, the roads get littered with debris. I mean, you guys can see the embankments have lots of branches and things like that still. This is a few weeks after some bad hurricanes. So that goes to show you guys, these roads are not really built to handle sports cars. And that's something I've learned to live with, and that's okay. But it's one of the main reasons why I really haven't taken the Type R out. And when I go out, I just take my old X5 that's been beat up. I don't care if it gets 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 more scratches on it. It doesn't matter to me at all. And it's less stressful that way. But man, do I miss driving this thing. I mean, the manual, the seating position, the steering wheel, it's just so nice. One other thing I'm not too enthusiastic about is the infotainment system. I'm not sure if you guys kept up with the news, and I will do a separate video on this, but the fact that Honda was caught selling driver data to insurance companies of all companies means that I don't hook up my phone to this infotainment system anymore. And it's not the only reason why I don't, because a lot of times I'm filming B-roll, etc. with my phone for you guys. Whenever my car gets turned on, my phone really tries hard to connect to its radio, and really it's kind of annoying, right? So I have to turn it off. I have to make it unavailable for the phone to film, and then make it re-available. And it's very annoying. So at some point, I'm going to have to get some kind of a mount. And it's difficult to get a mount on these vents because this is a new type of honeycomb vents. It's not easy to find a good vent holder. But once I do, I'll mount my phone, and I'll just use my phone as my GPS going forward. So here's another example. I'm getting onto the highway, and I have literally a hay truck in front of me. And you guys may not be able to see it in the video, but I'm getting pelted. My car's getting pelted with blades of grass. So I gotta get past this truck. And this is a perfect example of what makes me hesitate in driving my Type R. I really want to protect it. I want to own this thing for hopefully the rest of my life. And those trucks don't make it easy. So now that I'm on the highway, I can share with you guys one of the best things about this car. It's the fact that I can take it to a track, I can have a ton of fun on the back roads, I can completely go out and have tons of fun with the manual and the engine, etc. But then when I want things to get quieted down, I put everything in its softest mode. I put my lane keep assist on, and it's a blast. It's just easy. So I'm holding the camera with one hand, I'm holding the steering wheel with the other, and it makes it easy. It makes life easy. I'm getting like 28, 29 miles to the gallon at 80 miles per hour. That's really good. The only negative you would say is it uses premium fuel, but who really cares about that much? It's not that much of a bigger expense in the long run. But yeah, it's really nice. So with my setup, I have my radar detector, I've got lane keep assist on. Really the only thing missing is my navigation screen. And like I said, eventually I'll just get my cell phone mounted somewhere nice and use that. But for now, I know where I'm going. Don't really need it. This is comfort. I got a temperature set properly. This is a really nice cruising car. For such a competent track car, you gotta say, this is a really impressive feat of engineering from Honda. And I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people are gonna argue with me, and that's great, that's fine. But I'd rather have this Civic Type R than a Porsche 911, a Carrera S, etc. I'd rather have this Civic Type R. I'd even rather have this than a GT3 Porsche 911. And it's not because of the cost. It's not because of any of that. I can afford it. I've looked at them. I was thinking about getting one. I'm not going to. I don't think I ever will. This Civic Type R is so good. It really doesn't. I don't miss it. I don't miss the dynamics. I don't miss the solidity. It feels like this car is completely solid, and it's got everything I want. It's really got everything you could ever need in an all-around, all-you-can-do car. It's got a gigantic hatch, and I don't know, man. The Type R might be the perfect car. So as I drive here, it's not that hot of a day outside, but the sun is out, and hatchbacks are like big bubbles. And I will say, it's the air conditioner. The air conditioner is just not that strong. I'm used to much stronger air conditioners. It does the job, but I think since the 10th gen Civics came out, they moved to a more ecologically friendly air conditioner by law or whatever the case may be, and it's not that strong. So there are people complaining about it, and I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna complain about it as well. I think these windows need to be tinted, especially if you live in Florida like I do. All right, I've been driving this thing for about 2 hours now, and all I gotta say is good to be back. Let's go ahead and conclusion this out and close this out for you guys. I love the Civic Type R. If you owned one, if you can, you'd love it too. It really can do everything you need to do. It has a ton of power. It's got a ton of space. It's very comfortable. Take it to the track if you want, or don't. Take it to the back roads. That's what I've been doing today. And just run errands with it. It's been a great experience. I can't wait to get this thing PPF'd and protected, because I'm gonna drive it every day. That's really what this car's made to do, is to drive it every day. And once I get the paint protected, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.